Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So today I'm going to do a video on candy fragrances for the month of October. October always makes me think of Halloween, and when I think Halloween, I always think candy. So I wanted to make a video on just candy fragrances. So yesterday I recorded a fall video. I have finished editing that and I plan to upload it today. And in that fall video, I talked about how some of these would have been fragrances that I would have included in that video. But since I was going to make the candy video separately, I decided to save some of these for this video. So I'm excited to share these with you all. I love wearing these during the month of October. And another thing that I like to do for the month of October is I also like to wear candy flavored lip balms. And I have a basket of candy flavored lip balms that I'm also going to do a video on as well. So definitely make sure you're subscribed. That way you don't miss that video. But yeah, with that being said, so before we go any farther, I did want to stop and mention this app you can use in order to save money on fragrance, home cleaning supplies, groceries, and so much more. I love this app and I've been using it for quite a while, and I have earned a good bit of money on here. I'm going to include a screenshot because whenever I try to screen record, it actually cuts me off at the top, so you guys won't be able to see it unless I screenshot. So I will include a screenshot, but this is an app where you can clip coupons and then scan your receipts later after you use those coupons, and you get cash back that way. You can also get cash back from shopping online, and I know that some people like to purchase discounted gift cards so that they can use those to shop with, and that's also an option that this app offers. So it's a really great app, and I know you guys would be interested in it, so I wanted to share it with you all. I am going to include a code that you can use when you join, and you will get $5 in your account the first time you scan your receipt if you use that code. So make sure you use the code. I will have it available in the video, and then I'm also going to leave it in the description and in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoy this. So the first one is Candy Apple Cauldron, and I actually have this one on right now. I really like this fragrance so much, and whenever I saw that Bath & Body Works was coming out with this, I knew that I was going to like it based on the name and the fragrance notes. On the back it says mysterious green apple, simmering sugar, and crystallized bergamot. Something is brewing. Embrace your inner magic with this bubbling concoction. So I just absolutely love how they did this with the name being Candy Apple Cauldron. It's definitely supposed to give off like a spooky Halloween October vibe. And I really love the scent too. I absolutely love the packaging as well. And whenever I saw this, it immediately reminded me of what Bath & Body Works is traditionally known for, which is like the fun fragrances. So when I saw this was coming out, I got really excited, and it reminded me of the reasons that I like Bath & Body Works. I love when they come out with these fun, sweet fragrances like this that are just unique and not your typical scent. Love the way it smells, and it is a green apple scent. It's not like a red apple, but it's a sweet green apple. It's not like tart or super crisp or anything like that. It's really sweet, and I really like that they did the green apple note that way, because I did have a fragrance a while back that I believe I've used up now, but it was a green apple fragrance, and it was extremely tart, and I ended up not liking it that much. So I like that they did the green apple in this one just right. It's really, really good. And again, I'm wearing it today, and I will probably wear this some more this month. But yeah, I also showed in my last video that I had moved my fall fragrances to this rack, and I had put some of them up here, and I had also put some on this rack. So what I ended up doing after that is I moved the other fall fragrances down here, and then I just put my candy fragrances here, because this is the majority of what I will be reaching for this month. I did say in my last video that I'm also still wearing my transitional fragrances, and even a little bit of some fresh and clean fragrances that kind of make me think of fall as well. But for the most part, this is what I'm going to be reaching for. So I've moved everything over here for now. So next is a favorite from Bath & Body Works. This is Vampire Blood. I also really like the packaging on this one because of the rose, and I like the color of the fragrance, and just the fact that it's a Halloween inspired fragrance anyway. I really love Halloween, and I like when Bath & Body Works does these fun fragrances. This is another one that is kind of along the same lines of Candy Apple Cauldron as far as being unique and fun and sweet. So I really like when Bath & Body Works does that. It reminds me of the reasons that I think most people originally developed a liking for Bath & Body Works, was these fun, unique, sweet fragrances like this that smell really good all the time, that make bath time more fun and are great for, you know, all the time. So really like this one. On the back it says red berries, night blooming jasmine, and petrifying plum. The night is frightful and the moon shines bright. Celebrate the spooky season with this hauntingly fruity delight. So I really like Vampire Blood because it's very, very fruity and juicy, but it also has a candy-like scent to it, and it always makes me think of some type of candy when I smell of it. I love this scent so much, and I actually keep it with my sweet fragrances year-round. So I really like this one, and again, it smells a lot like candy in my opinion, so I had to include it. Okay, and the next one is Cotton Candy Clouds by Bath & Body Works. On the back it says the fragrance notes are spun sugar, pink berries, and whipped vanilla. It says sweet treats and carnival games. It's a carefree day at the fair. Really like this fragrance right here. This is not a super strong cotton candy fragrance. This is more of a soft cotton candy fragrance. This pairs well with a lot of other sweet fragrances, so I really like to start using this one at this time, and I will continue to use this one throughout the rest of the fall and also over into winter, because that's when I really get into my sweeter gourmand fragrances, and this one definitely leans that way. So it's really good for October, and it's also really great for once we get into much colder weather throughout the winter. And I really like this fragrance. It is a little bit similar to the Cotton Candy fragrance by Body Fantasies, which I will get right now because I forgot to put it down here for this video. I usually keep it sitting with my Body Fantasies fragrances, so I will fetch it right now. So next is Cotton Candy by Body Fantasies. Really, really love this fragrance, and it always makes me think of October. It also makes me think of back to school for some reason. So really like this for this time of year, and I wear this a lot throughout October. This one is a little bit similar to Cotton Candy Clouds, but this one smells more of an authentic, true cotton candy scent. This one is a lot sweeter and a lot more pungent, so I really like this one, and I do favor it over the Cotton Candy Clouds fragrance. It's just more of an authentic cotton candy scent, but yeah, I really like this one so much and super excited to get some use out of it for the month of October. This one pairs really well with Cotton Candy Clouds and also Enchanted Candy Potion, and I'm sure there's other ones in here too that it pairs with really well. Really excited to start using that one. So next is Bubblegum Pop. I had to include this one because it's such a nice candy fragrance, and I can't do a candy fragrance video without having Bubblegum Pop in here for obvious reasons. On the back it says Gumball Sugar, Candied Fruits, and Citrus Burst. It says sweet treats and carnival games. It's a carefree day at the fair. So I don't have a whole lot of sweet scents that I like to wear in the summertime, because in the summertime on juicy, fruity type of fragrances and other fragrances that make me think of the summer. But this is one that is sweet that I do like to wear during the summertime because it's more of a fresh type of sweet scent. It's got that citrus in there. It leans more towards something that is definitely appropriate for summertime because it's got that citrus in there. It's not like super warm and foodie or anything like that. It's not like a warm gourmand. It's one that you could wear any time of year. So with that being said, it's really good for right now with us transitioning from the hot summer weather to fall. This would be a good sweet fragrance that you could wear right now. And so yeah, I'll definitely be getting some use out of this one. I love bubblegum pop. I did wear it, I know, at least one time during the summer, but I usually bring this one out around this time and get some use out of it. And I will continue to wear this one probably throughout winter. I really love bubblegum pop. Okay, so next is Enchanted Candy Potion. So as I was saying, this pairs really well with Cotton Candy by Body Fantasies. This smells sort of like cotton candy, but it leans more towards a sweet, sugary, pixie dust type of candy scent. And this is actually one of my favorite scents that Bath & Body Works has came out with. So on the back it says, spellbinding sugar, bewitched berries, and whipped pixie dust. In a magical forest, sweet witches brew enchanting potions while spooky witches cast mystical spells, which are you. So really like this fragrance. It's just really sweet and magical because of that whipped pixie dust note that's in here. I believe that's what makes this smell like the type of candy that I was describing earlier. So because of that element that's in here, it just makes this smell so fun and sweet and magical and enchanted, like the name says. So really like this one. And again, this is one of my favorite fragrances that I own, and I was super excited whenever Bath & Body Works came out with this. And on camera, it's not really showing up as pink, but the color of the fragrance does lean a little bit pink. Or it looks like it does. Yeah, there's some red coloring in here too. So yeah, I think I'm seeing that right. It does look, it looks pink, but on camera it doesn't look as pink, but it looks slightly more pink when it's off camera. So yeah, this is a really good one, and I absolutely had to include it. Also, it is Halloween themed, so we really like this. I love that it also has a little bit of a spooky vibe as well. So yeah, so nice. Really like it. I'm gonna have to move some of these so y'all can see the other ones. And y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all are wearing right now as well, and what type of fragrances you associate with October and Halloween, because I just feel like October is such a fun, festive month, and I really love to get into celebrating. So y'all let me know how y'all celebrate October and Halloween with your fragrances, and I'm excited to see what fragrances y'all are wearing as well. So the next one I have in here is Pop Jelly Vanilla and Dreamy by Pink by Victoria's Secret. So this one has notes of sweet pear, pink jasmine, and bubblegum pop. And I included this one because it has the bubblegum pop note, but I will say that I do have other fragrances that have candy notes in them that I did not include. I included this one because it actually does have a candy-like scent to it. So even though the name doesn't have anything about candy in it, it does have the bubblegum pop in the notes, and it does smell candy-like. So I really, really like this one. This is another one that for some reason makes me think of like when I was talking about Cotton Candy by Body Fantasies earlier, I had said that it makes me think of back to school. For some reason, it makes me think specifically of my middle school era. Probably whenever I was in middle school, I wore that fragrance. I'm pretty sure that I did. And this one makes me think of that too. I'm not really sure why it does, but I really like it because it takes me back to my childhood. And I don't know what's in here that makes me feel that way, but for some reason it does. So I really like it for that reason too. But it's a really sweet, beautiful scent, and I associate it with my childhood for some reason, and it's just one of those fragrances that makes me think of that time. So yeah, really like this one. Okay, and then the next one is Pink Sugar. I had to include this one. Really love this fragrance. This one also has a cotton candy note in it, I'm pretty sure. And it smells sort of like a cotton candy, sugary type of candy scent. So really like this one. I do have other fragrances that also have sugary notes in them that I did not include in this video because I wanted to stick more closely to scents that were more specifically about candy. And this one doesn't have any type of candy in the name, but it does have the cotton candy note in here, and this does remind me of a candy scent. So definitely wanted to include this one. Love it. I also have the matching perfume. The the perfume is definitely stronger, and it also has a little bit of a different scent to it. So I like to wear it with this, but I also like to pair this with other things that I don't necessarily pair the perfume with. So it's really interesting doing that, because this one pairs with other things that I don't necessarily pair the perfume with, and then I pair the perfume with things that I don't necessarily pair the body mist with. So I like doing that with the set. So yeah. Okay, so next is Winter Candy Apple. I love this fragrance so much, and I had to include it because yes, candy apples are popular around Christmas time, but they're also popular at this time as well. On the back it says the fragrance notes are red apples, winter rose petals, candied oranges, maple leaf, and fresh cinnamon. And then it says unwrap a candied apple kissed with a hint of spice and winter rose petals. So when I first got this fragrance, I fell in love with it because it just smells so good to me. And I was like, wow, this scent is so good. I can't imagine anybody not liking this scent, but there's actually people that don't like this fragrance. And they said that to them, it smells kind of like a home fragrance. And I guess maybe they detect the fresh cinnamon and the maple leaf more so than other people do. But when I smell of this, I don't smell either of those notes. This just smells like what it says, a winter candy apple. It's really sweet, and I feel like I can smell caramel in this. I don't think caramel is in the fragrance notes, but I feel like I'm smelling an apple scent with some caramel, and it smells really shampooey and fresh and clean at the same time. So this is a magical scent to me. Really like it. If it can have all those elements and smell of all those different scent categories, then to me it's a magical fragrance. And I don't really smell the cinnamon. Maybe I'm smelling the maple leaf a little bit, and maybe that's what sweetens it up some and gives it a little bit more of a caramel scent. But again, I don't smell the cinnamon at all. I'm not a fan of like pumpkin spice or apple cinnamon or anything like that, and that's why you won't see those fragrances in my videos. But I really like this. I will say there's been times when I smelled of it and I could almost detect that, you know, those other fragrance notes were in there, like the fresh cinnamon and possibly the maple essence of the maple leaf, but very undetectable for the most part, if even at all. So I personally love this fragrance because, like I said, to me, it just smells sweet and shampooey and fresh and clean all at the same time. This is a very intoxicating scent, but not intoxicating like in a heavy way. So really like it, and I highly recommend it, especially for right now. So the next one is Candy Hearts by Pink by Victoria's Secret. This has raspberry macaron, sugared praline, and silk PJs as a note. Which kind of cracks me up. Like, what does that even smell like? You know, silk PJs. But anyways, really like this one. And on the back, it says, speak in scent. Says, fun. Smells like fresh baked macarons and sugared berries. So this one doesn't necessarily smell very strongly of a candy scent to me, unless the Candy Hearts they were going for was just a very like open, airy, slightly tart raspberry scent. That's more of the type of Candy Hearts that I would think of when I smell this, but it is literally called Candy Hearts, so I wanted to include it for that reason. And it does kind of smell like Candy Hearts a little bit. It just doesn't smell like your average typical candy scent. So I did want to say that, but it overall, I guess it would be considered a candy scent, which is why I included it as well. Okay, and then so next, along the same lines of that fragrance, I have these back here that I wanted to include. When I first bought these, I did like a little review video on them, and these are just supposed to be like a sweetheart candy line that Aeropostale came out with. And I did a review video on these, and these are some more that they are candy scents, but again, it's not like your typical average super sweet candy scent. It's more of like a tart candy heart kind of fragrance. So these are all a lot like this one right here. So I would say that these are even more a little bit tart than the other fragrance. So the first one is Purple Plum. The fragrance notes are tart plum, spun sugar, and orange blossom. So Again, this one is just sort of like a plum scent, but really tart, and it's got that candy heart, tart candy type of scent to it. So this one is red ripe cherry, and the fragrance notes are ripe cherry, sugared lime, and magnolia. So this one has that sweet candy heart scent to it, but it's just more of a cherry scent than anything, but it is really good, and I do really like it as well, and I'm excited to use that one because I've actually never used that one, I don't think, and I don't think I've even really worn the purple plum or this one either. And this one is berry blue. On the notes it says blue raz, tropical punch, and violet. Again, these are a lot more tart than the Candy Hearts fragrance by Pink by Victoria's Secret. So this is a very tart berry blue candy heart kind of fragrance. And I noticed whenever I first got this, I wasn't crazy about it because I kind of expected more from it, for one, but it was also almost sour. It was so tart, and it just didn't really have much sweetness to it, and almost kind of smelled a little bit synthetic, or you know, had like that chemical scent that would come out when you would spray it. But I kind of felt like if I just let this sit for a while and gave it some time, that it would get better over time. And I have been letting this sit for like most of the year. And last night when I sprayed it out and smelled it, it definitely smelled like it had improved. So I think I will end up liking this fragrance, and I'm excited to use it this month and get some use out of that one and the rest of them, because like I said, I really haven't worn those since I've had them. Okay, so next is a favorite from Bath & Body Works. This is Girlfriend. This is the Diamond Shimmer Mist version, but Girlfriend is another like OG Halloween fragrance from Bath & Body Works. It smells very, very mystical and sweet and juicy in a way that doesn't make you think of summer. It makes you think more of other seasons, I guess, or I don't necessarily associate it with other scents, but it is sweet and juicy without making you think specifically of like summer or something like that, because I believe the fragrance notes in here are probably more like some plum fragrances or berry fragrance notes or something like that. But yeah, this one smells really, really good, but overall it smells like a candy scent, and it's got something in here that makes it smell kind of mystical. So really like it. I think that this was perfect as like a Halloween fragrance because it's very, you know, like I said, a little bit mystical, but very candy-like and sweet and juicy, and really like it. And it also has the same vibe as the Candy Apple Cauldron and the Vampire Blood as far as being a fun, unique scent. So really like it and excited to get some use out of it. Okay, so next is Tutti Frutti Candy. This is one that I typically only wear in the springtime, but I will take this out and use it again some in the summer, just because, as I was saying earlier when I was talking about bubblegum pop, I don't really wear sweet fragrances that much in the summertime, but this is one that has a citrus note in it. On the back it says sweet jelly beans, mixed berries, and sugared lemon. And then it says spring into the season of sweet surprises and fruity treats. So this was definitely meant to be more of like a spring, Easter type of scent, but with it having that citrus in there, it's a sweet scent that you could wear any time of the year because it's not super warm or gourmand or anything like that. It's very sweet like candy, but sort of in a tart way, but it's not so tart that it's sour. So it's also really, really nice. And I love the packaging of this bottle right here. I think it's really cute. But also I was going to say, with it having the sugared lemon in there, not only is it good for summertime, it's also good for this time of year because we're still having some hot weather. So this is one that will work great right now. With it being October, I feel like it's great to have out as a candy scent for October, and then also it's good to wear on days when it's still hot. So it's really good for right now. So I'll definitely at least get some use out of it this month, and I might wear it again in the winter. I don't really know, but I will for sure be bringing it out again during the springtime because that's usually when I get the most use out of that fragrance. Okay, so this one is Champagne Sprinkles by Bath & Body Works. Really like this one. On the back it says sparkling champagne, raspberry icing, and rainbow sprinkles. And then it says irresistible ingredients blended with happiness to make the perfect pair. So This is one of my first favorite fragrances from Bath & Body Works. I would say this is definitely even still in my top 3 or top 5 fragrances. Really like this because it's so like sweet and reminds me of the color pink. It's very like bursting and flavorful, I guess you could say, because of the candy note that's in here. And it's very sharp and punchy and flirty and all the things. I just really like this fragrance, but most of all, it's very sweet and candy-like. So I really, really like it, and it's just so nice. It reminds me of my personality. I feel like this is my personality in a bottle, so I really like this. It definitely captures the essence of me being a princess. So yeah, love it. So next I have Pink by Hard Candy. This is just a candy-like fragrance that I will be wearing this month, and it just smells like a sweet pink candy. So yeah, I really like this one, and I'm going to get some use out of this one as well. Okay, and then lastly, I have Pure Seduction Candied by Victoria's Secret. I believe this came out last year, and I absolutely fell in love with this fragrance. On the back it says Plum Swirl, Sweet Musk, a nostalgic twist on Pure Seduction. So I always love the Pure Seduction flankers usually because I really like Pure Seduction. But this one is actually completely different than most of the other ones that I have, and also completely different from Pure Seduction itself. This one has you know, the fragrance notes in it that make it smell more of like a candy. So yeah, I really like this because, okay, it is juicy and fruity like Pure Seduction, but then it has the candiness to it. So it's just really nice, and I like this one so much that I actually got a backup of it, and I also got the lotion. And I don't ever get the lotions unless I just really, really like them. I'd never get lotions from Bath & Body Works, but every now and then I will get them at Victoria's Secret. Because sometimes if I'm taking part in the sale and I need an additional item, then I'll just get like a lotion. But I only do that if I really, really like the fragrance and I know that I will wear the lotion with it. But yeah, this one is really, really good. I love it. And yeah, I had to include it because obviously it's candy-like, and it's just a really great fragrance that I've been looking forward to wearing. I haven't worn this that much this year, but I do plan to take it out at this time and start getting use out of it now. And I want to really use this a lot throughout the winter time, or throughout the rest of fall and winter time, so I can get a lot of use out of it. And I also want to use the lotion with it as well. So that's it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Again, let me know in the comment section what y'all are going to be wearing and how y'all are going to be celebrating Halloween and fall and October with your fragrances. This is so much fun. I could talk about fragrance all day long, which is why I started my YouTube channel on fragrance. So, and I know if y'all are following me, y'all probably feel the exact same way. So definitely comment below. Let me know what all you guys are wearing, and I hope to talk to you guys in the next video. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. That way you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, and I hope to talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.